So as you guys can see here, this is basically what I've caught with the pole saw. All these little branches, all these limbs that you see, I cut them with the pole saw. And then after that I had that tree over there fall, and then what I did, I went and cut all these limbs, and I still gotta take care of all of this. Hello everyone, this is the Remington pole saw that I bought over at Northern Tools quite a while ago at the beginning of the spring. I've had this thing for, I don't know, maybe 8 months or so, I believe so, and I have done quite a bit of cutting with this pole saw. Got a lot of limbs. I've got about 3 trees so far, I believe, and I'll be showing you guys what I have cut with this pole saw. But it's a beautiful pole saw. It's a beautiful tool. I've used it quite a bit. I have really no complaints about this thing. It's been very reliable for me. So first I'm gonna start out here with this part over here. This is the bars, you guys know, and the chain itself. And it came with this little cover, which it's a little flimsy. It's like not the highest quality, but I really don't care about it since I don't use it. Like, it's only there to protect my other gear or my other tools or wherever I place it. So just a little bit of protection for my wall in my garage when I leave it there, leaning against something. So that's it. That's the cover, and it just goes in here. And it's been pretty reliable, but it's got its own set of issues. For one, the chain is tightened up right now because of the last time I used it, and I'll be showing you guys footage of when I was using it and the chain got tightened up. But sometimes it comes loose after quite a bit of use, so it's just a matter of adjusting it every once in a while. But other than that, once you adjust it, it works pretty well for the time being. And then this right here is the oil control and the oil reservoir. And one of the things about the oil control here is that you have to use a little Allen wrench that comes with the blade, or with the pole saw, I mean. And it's not the greatest quality. I have to turn it quite a bit, to the point where I think, well, I'm probably unscrewing something more than I should. And then it leaks a lot of oil if I leave it open, so you have to make sure you shut it all the time. Well, what I ended up doing now is just I don't even open it. I just oil it by hand and get going on it. But it's got a little screw here, and you guys won't be able to tell it right now, but I'll show you guys later, that you turn and it adjusts the chain itself, how tight it is. And as you use it, you will see a lot of dust collect into this part right here inside the guard, which holds everything in place. But you'll have the screw here, and then you just tighten it up or untighten it, depending what you need to do with it. Let's get in there. And as you're untightening or tightening up the chain, one thing that I do is I have to be rotating it so that it loosens up or it tightens up, and I know exactly where it is. But right now I have it done. I have it set up where it's where I need it, and the poles also came with this part right here, and it probably came with a few other things. I know it came with an Allen wrench that I lost already. It was taped on here, and when you put this on here, you just have to press this button here after you unlatch or unscrew this part that tightens up the this pole, and just comes out like that. You screw this one on, until you see this pin right here come out, and then just screw on the other one. Then you tighten up these two screws right here so you get it going, get it all tightened up, and then you can use it. And I don't like using it with this in the fold at its full length. The reason for it is that it doesn't feel as balanced when you have it that long. And those are the only two size configurations that it has. It's not telescopic, so it doesn't move up and down like other ones, like the steel chainsaw. And this one's actually I didn't even tighten this up, and it doesn't want to come out anymore. There you go. But I've used this pole saw quite extensively. It's already gotten the value of what I paid for it, which I think it was like 180 bucks for the pole saw itself. And it's good to do things around the house. If you have trees, if you have a property with not a large number of trees, or not trees that are like super dense, then you'll be okay with it. It's not a commercial grade, so it's definitely not meant to use in a commercial aspect of it. But let's say you got a business, or you're starting a business and you need something cheap and affordable. You can't spend $350 or whatever steel costs, and I think this will get you by. It's got the little handle here, and this part over here, the trigger and the safety release, it works pretty well. Although I broke it already, and as you guys can see, it's turning, which means I either broke something or something came undone. This happened right before summer. I think I was maybe after cutting a couple trees. Yeah, I think it was on the second tree that I was cutting. This thing became loose. I did not notice it until the cord, I was holding on to the grip, I was cutting something, and all of a sudden the cord got tightened up to the point where it got the trigger, which the trigger wire is right here. Got the trigger stuck, and next thing you know, I have the blade or the chain going non-stop. So it took a while before I was actually able to fix it, and all I had to do was just pull the trigger wire back, and that eventually got my problem fixed. And this thing is not fixed. I do have a 2-year warranty on it, I believe, and any defects, I think I paid like an extra $20 at Harbor or Northern Tools for the extended warranty that even if it's a operator issue or operator cost issue, they'll replace it or fix it for me. But I haven't gotten around to it, and the reason is that actually with this thing broken, it's actually worked to my benefit. Now it's not the same for everybody, but for me, when I have this thing and I have to work at a different angle, I like turning this thing where I can maneuver around different angles, shifting the chain or the angle of the chain. And this is the cord that you pull. It's the pull that you pull. Now I want to show you guys here. So when you get it started, you actually have to come up to the one. You press the safety release and you hold on to the trigger, and that's what's going to allow the engine to start running and whatnot. And when you have it on one, you hold on to the trigger and you pull on it until you get it going, right? And then after once you hear it going, right, it's the engine's going to start running for maybe a few seconds, just a couple seconds, and then you let it go. You switch on to the number 2, leave it on number 2, do the same thing again, hold on to the trigger and pull until it gets going. And then once it gets going there and it starts running, then you want to switch it. You can hold on to the trigger and switch on to the number 3 and then just ride it. If it shuts off, then it'll be good to go. It does take a little while to get it going. It's quite a bit of work out at the beginning, and it's kind of uncomfortable if you want to do it in the safest manner, which would be this way, right? It's kind of uncomfortable, so I like to just do it on the ground. I place it down on the ground, I hold on to it, and then I just start trying to start the engine there. Now this is the gas reservoir mixed with oil, and here you see the little plunger for the fuel. And of course, like if I'm trying to start it and it seems like it's going nowhere, then of course I pump a little bit of fuel in it, and until the chainsaw starts or the pulls on. And that's about all that I got for this thing. And another thing I want to mention is I've gone through a chain already. This one became very just useless at this point. It's we have to sharpen it. This is the original chain that came with it. I already went through one, and I had to get another one there at Amazon. But I went on Amazon, got one 8-inch Remington. The pitch is 3/8 LP. The gauge is 0.043 inches. Drive length 34, and the file size 532. So that's what you want to keep in mind when you're looking for a chain replacement for it. Got this thing on Amazon. I think it costed like probably like $6 if I remember right. It wasn't that expensive, and I thought, well, do I want to spend money on a tool to sharpen the blade or the chain, or do I just buy a new chain? I kind of figure, well, I'll just buy the new chain, and then when I need a replacement again, I'll get a different chain. But so I found the I was looking through the owner's manual, and it said on there that the fuel to oil ratio is 40:1, so 40 parts of fuel of gasoline to 3.2 to 1 of oil. So basically, if you're doing 1 gallon of oil, it's 3.2 ounces, and in liters, I believe it's 1 liter for 25 milliliters of fuel. So here I'm gonna take apart the chainsaw, and in order to take this cover off, you have to use a 1/2 inch socket, and of course a wrench or whatever tool you have for the socket, and you just open it up. Also, it's got a screw right here. You can just use a Phillips. So just untighten up this screw. And this is what we get. Now mine is really dirty. It's just I've been using it a lot, as you guys can see. All this dust accumulates inside of the what's inside the cover, and you have to clear it quite a bit. I mean, the oil, if you open up the oil, it's such a bad oil design. I am not very happy with it. That's why I just shut it off and just oil it by hand. And just do quite a bit of cleanup in it. Just use a screwdriver, just a cloth if you have one, and just make sure that it's clean and ready to go to work again. Just align the hole there with the notch. And I just have to use the screwdriver to tighten these up. Just make sure that the hooks are actually aligning within the creak there, the crevice there in the bar. And just start tighten this thing up with the screwdriver. Just tighten out those screws for those nuts there, I mean, and should be good to go. And then just make sure you check how loose this is or how tight it is, and just want to make sure you get it on the perfect sweet spot where it's gonna be at. But yeah, this is basically what I got for you guys on this Remington pole saw that I got at Northern Tools. Like I said, it's not commercial grade use, but for around the house and whatnot, it'll work fine. And it's definitely, like, if you're on a budget like it was, you can't spend that extra $200 to get a better quality like steel. Still get a pretty good deal, and depending on the store that you go to, if they give you a warranty, why not? It's totally worth it in my opinion. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you, and for watching, and just be watching out for new other reviews on other things, and be signing out. Thanks.